Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. We're going to be doing a mat Pilates class that's focused on shoulders and core. So we're going to be starting on our mat on our hands and knees. Good, so we're going to have knees under hips and hands under our shoulders. From here, we're going to round our back up, tucking our chin, and drop our belly, looking forward. We're going to inhale, rounding back, looking down, and exhale, arcing our back, looking forward. We're going to continue inhaling as we round and exhaling as we drop. We'll do two more. Good, and then we're going to find a nice flat back, and we're going to take our right arm and thread that under our left, rotating your chest to the left. Then we're going to come back through center, opening up. Reaching arm under and opening up. Good, and we'll do one more. Landing right hand, left arm reaches under the right armpit, and then opening up through the left chest. Inhale, we reach under the right arm. Exhale, opening up. Good, and we'll do one more here. Good, and then we're going to come onto our feet. Good, and then we're just going to bend, landing our hands on the mat, and then we're going to rock our arms out into a plank. Good, and then from here, we're going to walk our hands back to our feet, and then we're going to continue walking hands back out into a plank, and then walking hands back to our feet. Good, we're going to continue doing this, warming up our shoulders here with our inchworms. You can walk your hands with big steps, with little steps, whatever feels good for you right now. We're just warming up. And we'll do two more. And in this last one here, we're going to land out into our plank. Good, so we're holding a plank here, feeling nice and tall in our shoulders, active between the shoulder blades, belly pulled to spine. Good. And then from here, we're going to take our right hand, tap our left shoulder, and then bring that right hand down, left hand to right shoulder, and alternating shoulder taps. Good. When you're doing these, you're trying as best you can not to wobble through the hips. I definitely have a little bit of movement through the hips, but trying my best to keep my hips facing the ground. And we'll go for 4, 3, 2, last one. We'll land the knees down. You can sit back onto your heels. Just going to give your wrists a little roll out. And then we're going to bring our hands together. From here, we're going to take right hand, pull it back, look over the right shoulder as the right arm goes behind you, and then hands come back together. Pull left arm back, look over that left shoulder, hands come back together. Inhale, rotate right. Exhale, hands come back together, and just continuing like that. You'll feel some nice mobility through the thoracic spine, and you're trying your best to keep your hips facing forward. Good, and we'll do one more. Perfect, and then we're gonna come back to our hands and knees. That was a nice little intermission for the wrists. We're gonna have our toes tucked, hands under shoulders. From here, we're gonna press into our toes, press into our hands, have our knees up, and lower back down. Pressing and hovering, and lowering back down. Good, we'll do one more like this. Good, and then from here, we're gonna take our left foot straight back, and our right knee still bent. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna press into the left foot, press into the hands, hover the right knee, straighten the right leg out, and then right knee comes in, and we'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, lowering down. Good. Now we're going to bring the right leg out. We're going to press into our hands, press into our right foot, left knee hovers, straighten that leg out, and then bring it towards the right elbow for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, lowering down. Good. From here, we're going to go into our opposite arm leg reaches, bird dogs. So we're going to press into the right hand, left knee, reach opposite arm leg out, and lowering down. Lifting opposite arm and leg, and lowering down. Inhale as we lift. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. All right, from here, we're just gonna sit back on our heels. Actually, we're gonna turn and face. So we're sitting back on our heels, and we're gonna bring our arms out towards the side. Shoulders drawn back, ears dropped away from shoulders, and we're gonna do some forward circles. And we're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and we'll reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And then we're going to come onto our right side. So we're going to have our right elbow under our right shoulder, hips stacked, and then we're going to press into our right elbow, right outer knee, and lift up for a side bridge. Lowering down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, we press up, and inhale as we come down. And we'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, we're gonna lower down. Then from here, we're gonna just have the right knee down and then the left leg is straight, and we're gonna press up into that side bridge. Good, and then we're gonna take our left arm, reach it overhead, and then we're gonna bring upper arm or upper elbow to the knee, and we're gonna reach for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and we'll lower back down. So this one's a little bit different. I don't think we've done this together yet. We're going to be laying down on our right side. You can have your right arm under your head if you want. And then what we're going to do is a little tricep press for the left arm. So from here, you're supporting your head with your right hand. Then we're going to press into the left arm, coming up for a tricep press. Good. And we'll go do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Perfect. And then we're going to come back to your elbow, knees stacked, And we're going to do a little bridge with a clam just to activate the outer hips. Press into that elbow, lifting the hips up for a clam. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Lowering down, we're going to come up onto our hand. An option here, we can either do a full side plank or you can do a side plank on your knee. So this is the modification, and we're going to be holding here, or if you want, the lower leg stacks behind the upper leg. We're just going to hold a side bridge or side plank. Perfect. And we'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And we're going to lower down so we're sitting on our mat. Good. We're going to have our feet flat, about hip width apart, sitting nice and tall on our sit bones. From here, we're going to tuck our chin and round our back, rolling back over our sit bones. Then we'll inhale, coming back up to sit. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we sit. And we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. And then from here, you can have your hands crossed in front of you. You can have them back behind you for support. I'm going to cross, and I'm just going to lift one leg up and lower down. Lifting and lowering. Good. So we're doing seated hip folds here. Try and be nice and equally weighted on your sit bones as you lift the opposite leg, trying not to shift as you lift. Good. We'll go 4, 3, 2, 1. If that feels good, you could stay there. Otherwise, we're going to do some rollbacks. So we're going to have our legs straight, sitting nice and tall. We're going to lift our arms out in front of us. We're going to tuck our tailbone, rolling all the way back. Arms come up overhead. And then we're going to nod our chin, curling up. Good. Sitting tall, tucking tail. We roll back. Arms come over overhead. And then rolling all the way back up. Last one here. Good, and then we're going to pause at the top for a second, and we're going to be going through some teaser progressions. So option 1 is to keep doing the rollbacks. Option 2 is to hover one leg and do a single leg roll up where you alternate each side. And if the straight leg is too much, you can even bend the leg. Good. And then option 3 is coming into a bent leg teaser. So we're going to have hands overhead, tuck chin, rolling up. So you come into a teaser with both legs bent. Or option 4 is to come into a full teaser. So we're going to have our toes pointed, hands overhead, tuck chin, rolling up into our teaser, and then coming back down. So whichever variation you choose, we're going to be doing 5 to 10. Good, so I'm on 4, 5, and then we'll count back down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Perfect. Then we're going to flip so we're on the other side. So left shoulder under the left armpit, knees bent. Good. Pressing into that lower thigh. We lift up for a bridge and lower down. Thinking about being nice and open through the chest. Strong through the lower side waist. Good. We'll go for 3, 2, and last one. Good. From here, we're going to bridge up and hold, and then we're going to reach our right arm overhead, left and our right leg long, and we're going to meet elbow to knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Lowering down. Good. And now we're going to add that clam with our bridge. Pressing into our lower leg, we clam up and lower down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Perfect. And then we're going to come up to our hand. Option here to keep that lower leg bent and then the top leg long. That's the side plank modification. Or if that feels good, we're going to be nice and heavy in that top foot. Left foot comes behind. Good. And we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Lowering down. We're going to come onto our side. You're going to support your hand under your head. Knees are bent. And then we're going to press into that right arm, coming up for a tricep press and lowering down for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Perfect. And then we're going to come back onto our hands and knees. Actually, we're going to come right down to our elbows. Good. From here, we're going to step our feet out, coming into our plank. So we're holding an elbow plank here. And then we're going to press into our elbows, piking our hips up and lowering down. Pressing into our elbows, we pike and we lower. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we lower. And we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Perfect. Then we're going to lower down into our bellies. And we're going to bring our arms out to a 90-degree angle. And then your head's facing the floor. Right now, we're just going to rest our forehead on the mat. We're going to tuck our tailbone towards the mat. Be nice and energetic through our legs. Belly pulled to spine. And then we're going to hover our head, hover our arms. Then we're going to reach our arms forward and bring them back to a 90-degree angle. Reaching forward and then bring them back. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to stay hovered, arms come out to a T, and we're going to squeeze shoulders together and tap the ground. Squeezing, tapping for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Elbows come to side, and then you lift your arms while in that W position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hands come towards your side. Just gonna peel yourself up for a mini swan, and then lower back down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, looking ahead, rolling up through the back, lowering down, and we'll do 2 more. Good. On the next one, we're gonna press, come up to the hands and knees, and then sit your bum back into a child's pose position. Good. And we'll hold here for about 5 breaths. Perfect. And then you can come on up. Thank you for joining me today. That was a really nice core and shoulder exercise. We also targeted the outer hips a little bit in some of those thigh bridges. So yeah, that was a really nice Pilates routine, and I really like to incorporate the arms when I can. So I hope you enjoyed. And we had little Storm here joining. This is my little running buddy. All right, I'll see you guys next time.